It is a great day in the neighborhood, no doubt about that. Pretty foggy this morning early, but the fog is going away. You can see a little bit out there on the water. It's a great day in the neighborhood for all of the boys and girls. They're all out there. It is still down below freezing here in Oklahoma, but we're forecast a beautiful day today, up around 50 degrees. As you can see, we do not have that strong north wind. There's Mr. Thundercloud right in the middle. There's Forrest, my baby. Some of the boys and girls out there in a beautiful, beautiful January morning here at the Eagle. What a great time to be alive in America. What a great time to be alive at the Eagle. The deer are out feeding on, I don't know really what they're feeding on. There's not much out there. Frost on the pumpkin this morning. Absolutely no doubt about it. A lot of frost on the pumpkin. Beautiful. We need rain. The lake is very, very low, but the fishing is good. You can see those trees over there still got a little frost on them. The sun is going to wipe that out pretty quick. Look at TC, majestic, majestic as he walks there. Absolutely majestic. This is, oh my goodness, it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. Chris is already dressed and ready for the day, and I am also. So let's rock and roll. The dinner bell for the deer right here. This is a load of alfalfa. My buddy Kelly Elmore brought us over 15 bales of alfalfa that we're buying for the deer. And we store it here in a little lean-to here, which ends up being a demand feeder for all the deer that stay around in the yard. Forrest and Thundercloud and all of the girls and little boys that's hanging around here in the yard, the babies and everything. And we usually get about 10 or 15 bales at a time. I'm hoping we can hold 15 bales in here. As Apache said, we've just been getting 10 last year, Kelly.
Okay.
But hopefully we can. We'll put however many bales we can get in there, by golly. And those are big bales of alfalfa. What do those weigh? 80? Did you tell me?
Oh, these weigh 98.
98, 100 pounds basically. 100 pounds of alfalfa. And of course, the deer that live here in the yard, they just basically help themselves. They're going to be able to demand feed, and then we take some down to the pens and put in for those deer in the pens every single day. And they need the alfalfa during the winter. Deer don't need alfalfa during the summertime when it's hot. So we only use it during the winter. But it's a great alfalfa. It's tremendous food for them. It just does a good job for them and helps. Not only does it nutritious, it helps keep them warm. So it's really a good situation right there, without a doubt, on that alfalfa. So that's a good truckload of alfalfa right there, Kelly.
Yep.
Looking good. Smells good enough. I might nibble on it a little bit. Apache is taking that alfalfa out to them. They know that he's going to throw some feed out there at the same time. But now he's taking them some alfalfa and spreading out there on the ground, and they will love that. They'll love the alfalfa, and he'll throw them some feed too. Some of these babies, of course, have never seen alfalfa, the little babies. The others have last winter. They probably remember. They're probably saying, Jimmy, how cold did it have to get, buddy, before you start feeding us alfalfa? Looky there at that wad of deer Apache's got out there. Look at them going after that alfalfa. And some of those babies will learn real quick. This is almost like Bluebell ice cream. Yeah, they will learn real quick, and they'll be able to help themselves, and they will, but that's the way we've got it this way. Look at that one. Yeah, one got a big old wad in his mouth. Is that cool or is that cool? That's a neat deal right there. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're just going crazy. Now, they will make a mess over here in our little lean-to, but that's okay. They'll eat whatever they want. And of course, we'll feed the deer in the pen every single day also until we run out, and then we'll get another load. So it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood, and they are loving it. And it is bitter cold out here. Chill temperature down around 0 this morning. What a beautiful sight on a cold day. Thunder Chicken, you look like a big old doe. He said, oh, Jimmy, don't rag me like that, buddy. They'll start growing back pretty quickly. It's going to be fun, fun, fun to watch them grow. And we still have not yet found the antlers. You got to find those antlers pretty quick, or the squirrels will start chewing on them. You can see that Forrest still has his. Little buck down there still has his. That buck there only has one. That buck there still has his. And the babies. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 out here right now. And they're just enjoying. They're still eating that grass. Isn't that amazing how they just keep on eating that grass? And there's just still a little green out there. I guess that green will last all winter, but I'm not sure that's what they're browsing on, but they really love it. And the crows are out here eating on it early in the morning too. It's in the afternoon right now. They're beautiful. It's cold, very cold. The lake's beautiful, but I'm going to tell you what, the water's on down there below 50 degrees, but we can still catch them. No doubt about that. It's cold out here. Forrest, he's not even going to get up. He's laying down eating. That lazy hound dog. That's what I call. I'll go ahead and get up if you start calling me lazy, Jimmy. Yeah, if you're going to call me lazy. TC, he's laying down, but he's not eating. He's just laying there. You sure are a big pretty guy. I'm going to get on up, Jimmy. That guy says, I got bigger antlers than you have, TC. He said, you don't have the body weight I have, though. Is that what y'all are? You gonna come up here and help Forrest eat? How about you? You still got 2 antlers left? And you're a pretty little girl. Yeah, you're a pretty little girl. Yeah, that's what you are. And you are 06, so you still got your 1 left. Yeah, you got 1, but that other one you didn't lose. You ripped it off. That's what you did. Yes, you ripped it off. Well, and there's Thundercloud out there. And off out there is that big 12-point. Golly, he's a pretty guy. He's getting tamer and tamer. The babies are all around. The big boys are all around. TC antlerless is right there. He's pretty even when he's antlerless. And that's a little baby buck right there. Yeah. Yeah. Some guys have got horns, some do not. We're just going to kind of ease out here. Look at that big guy. He's getting pretty tame. He's getting pretty tame. Oh my goodness, he's so pretty. He's just not going to stay right here totally, but look at that. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? My goodness sakes alive. That is so beautiful. I'm getting pretty close to him. He's not running. I'm going really slow. Hot 6. Yep, hot 6. Looky there, he's coming up closer to me. He's coming up closer to me. I hope my microphone's working, blocking out that sun. I mean that wind noise. I said, Jimmy, I'm not coming up any closer. Boy, that's a pretty, I'm telling you what, I'm 25 yards from that deer. 25 yards from that deer. Walking closer and closer and closer. Yeah, you're a big pretty boy. Yes, you are. Wow. All right, guys. Man, my hands are getting cold out here. I don't have, ooh, looky there. I didn't see you come up, Thunder Chicken. I didn't see you come up, Thunder Chicken. Looky there at you. Look at that. That boy's 7 yards away. I've actually called wild turkeys in that close, turkey hunting. I've called them in where I could reach out and grab them by the leg. I'll tell you that story someday. Look how big and beautiful he is. Look at those spurs. You don't get to see a wild turkey spurs up that close very often, but they're giants. They're giants. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Everybody ready? You pretty girl. You pretty girl, yes. Yes. All right, we're gonna scatter it out for everybody because I don't want the more aggressive guys getting more food than anybody else. Look at here at all the alfalfa land out here. Now that's kind of, y'all should have eat up all that alfalfa. They didn't eat much alfalfa. Huh. Y'all get on that alfalfa, that's what you need. You can see up really close there what TC's sheds look like. That big boy's hanging out just waiting on me getting out of the way a little bit. You would think, of course, now they have alfalfa. They have alfalfa. They have alfalfa all over at demand. They can go over and eat right off the bales all they want to. So that's part of the deal. I don't count to see how many deer we got here, but we got quite a few. And that will take care of that. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup and reading a few scriptures from the Bible. And what chapter would we be reading from? We would be reading from the book of Hebrews while we have Folgers in your cup. What are you doing out here? You have a whole bowl over there. Somebody else is going to go eat that while you're out here messing around. I can't believe. I guess we probably just need to quit throwing the alfalfa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 or 17. It's hard to count them. It's kind of the most we've had in a while. We seem to be getting a little bit more all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know if I'm getting 16 or 17. Golly, that big buck is so beautiful. He is so beautiful. And I hope we can find his shed. We're going to do some serious shed hunting. The guy asked me today, do you ever let anybody come out here and shed hunt? And I said, he's a friend of mine. I said, yeah, I do a lot of shed hunting. Shed hunting's a big sport in the springtime. And get out in between all the seasons and still spend time in the woods and be productive at it. He's not very wide, but his horns almost come back in and touch each other. Did you see that? They may do that next year. They get a little bit longer, they may come back in and touch each other. He is a beauty. He is a beauty. You need to be in the Watching Antlers Grow video this next spring, so hopefully you'll hang around. I got free lunch, Jimmy. I'll probably hang around. Look at the sun shining on that gobbler. My goodness. This is it right here. This is about as good as it gets. Back off a little bit and take a little pan there. I don't know if I can get them all counted. Just take a little pan looking there at what we got. The tree's in the way. You can't hardly really count them all. But that's a nice little herd of deer. Lucy's herd. Not necessarily liking the looks of that right there. I heard him coughing a minute ago. May just have a cold. He looks good. He looks fine. But he was kind of coughing a little bit. Don't you get sick on me, boy. Don't you get sick on me. I give you a shot or two. But I don't know. He looks fine. Looks just right. Maybe he just got choked a little bit, or maybe he just coughed. We all cough from time to time. But I heard him coughing and looked over, heard something coughing, looked over there, and it was Forrest. So he's such a big, pretty boy. I sure don't want you to get sick, buddy. I don't want you to get sick. We'll have some little fawns maybe this year that you can make friends with. He's probably saying, I don't want to make friends with them, Jimmy. Yeah, pretty rascal, though. I got to get inside. I am freezing.